Hey, fellow babies, welcome back to Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. We are especially thankful to our Patreon patrons and our YouTube subscribers for keeping us afloat. Keep that up. Thank you. If you're not doing that, or if you are doing that, please remember to link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. That's free. It costs you absolutely nothing. Easy to do. There are instructions on how to do it in the show description below. 3 clicks. You have to redo it every month. So please, if you haven't done it in a while, do it. Shane gets paid, I believe, $250 each time you click on that. So click on it. 3 clicks, $250. That's a really nice thing to do for Shane. Hey, fellow babies. Today's question from Sifted from Damp Towel Man. Why are publishers releasing physical versions of their games with no game data? Almost all physical Switch 2 games are released on blank game key cards where the entire game has to be downloaded before it can be played. What is the point of this? Microsoft did the same thing with Indiana Jones and with Doom, The Dark Ages on PS5. How much money is actually saved by releasing discs and cartridges without any data? Does the average consumer care? I would say that the better way to do it to avoid the complaint would be just to sell you like the equivalent of a gift card with the key on it, the download key. I think they're trying to make you feel good that you have a box. I think that's all. I mean, I honestly, you're right. They could just send you a download key. They definitely want to pack in the software purchase when you buy the console, so they have it at retail. They are not selling it at retail because they think there'll be a lot of traffic for retail purchases of games. The blank disc eliminates your ability to trade it in, which is really probably the reason that they make the disc blank. I think they should just have no disc in the box and they just sell you the box. I don't think it should matter. But again, I guess they do it just to make you feel good. But if the answer is, I think they want to have a physical unit for those people who feel they have to buy physical, and I think they make the disc blank because they don't want you to have any value to trade in. That's it. It's an anti-GameStop move, and I actually agree with you. It's stupid, but that's what they do. The publishers hate used. Publishers hate GameStop. As it happens, I hate GameStop now too. I didn't used to, but I do now. And GameStop just issued more debt to buy more Bitcoin. So good luck to you if you own that thing. They're never going to sell another used game though. That's going to go away. What's interesting, I think, by the way, GameStop, they just reported, and over 30%, I want to say 39, but 30-something% of sales were collectibles. So this is a company that used to do 60% of sales was software, and 20 was hardware, and 20 was everything else, accessories and whatever. Now they're at 39, I think, collectibles, which is like no one's going in there to buy trading cards. You'll go in there to buy other stuff. You might buy a trading card, but oh my God. I can't. They should probably change their name to Collectible Stop, because no one's going in there to buy games pretty soon. So, by the way, I am pretty confident the next gen consoles that come out will not have disk drives. There won't be discs. So, I was surprised the Switch 2 had a disk drive, or whatever you call it, a slot. I think that Sony and Microsoft are over it, and everything's going to be digital starting whenever the next consoles come out. So, bye-bye, GameStop. Good luck with the Bitcoin strategy.
This episode of Pachter Factor is brought to you by DeShazer Ryan Realty. It's time to find out why everyone is buying homes in Montana. Right now, Doug DeShazer has a beautiful single-level home with a triple-car garage available in the best neighborhood in Libby, Montana. This custom 3-bed, 2.5-bath home has a 500-square-foot patio for entertaining. It's built to last with solid wood core doors, Anderson windows, an asphalt driveway, central AC and heat, and a private well to run its sprinkler system. The price was recently reduced, and owner financing is available with 20% down. No matter where you're looking to buy in the US, Doug DeShazer is licensed to help. Make him your real estate consultant at 406-291-1643. That's Doug DeShazer at 406-291-1643, or go to LibbyMontanaRealEstate.com.
There's no direct savings because the physical copy, the way that physical copies work, you pay the console manufacturer 20%, and you pay the retailer 20% of your discount. So 60% of the purchase price goes to the publisher, and 20% goes to the console manufacturer and 20% to the retailer. So if the game is $70, 60% of 70 is 42. So the publisher, whoever, EA, gets 42. Microsoft or Sony get 14, and GameStop gets 14. The only savings to the publisher is that there isn't this used disc floating around that could keep somebody from buying another copy. So that's it, and you can't quantify that. But I doubt it's false advertising. I'm sure, I have not looked, but I'm sure the box with those blank cartridges contains a blank cartridge and a digital download key. I mean, that's all they have to say, and then it's not false advertising. If it says on the box what you're getting, check the box. I'm not sure. I don't think I have any of those. I only get digital download keys, so I don't get physical anymore. Blockbuster or a retailer can't rent a game. They could rent the disc. They can't rent the digital copy. So when you buy a digital copy, it's good until you don't want to use it anymore. It's good until your console dies. So rent it. I mean, it's yours until you decide not to play it anymore. So no, you're not renting it. Retailers cannot rent digital copies to you. They can only rent physical copies. The rights, the agreement that you sign when you download a digital copy is, I won't take money and let somebody else have this. You can't do it. The answer to the reason we can't rent something for a couple of weeks instead of paying 60 or 70 or 80 bucks for a game is it's due to a Stephen King, the novelist, experiment with a book called The Green Mile. And you can look this one up. Stephen King released The Green Mile in installments, and each chapter cost $1. So the idea was, instead of buying the book for 20 bucks, you bought each chapter for $1, and there were 25 chapters. And it flopped. It was a movie and it was good, but the book flopped because people lost patience. They didn't want to wait. They forgot. And he didn't release them all at once, right? Would have been good if he had released the book, or you could buy the chapters one at a time. But what happens is people will read one or two chapters and go, I'm not really into this, and not buy any more. So he lost book sales because a lot of people would have bought the book and read 20 pages and said, I don't really like it, but they've already bought the book. I remember asking, I want to say, Strauss Zelnick about this on Grand Theft Auto, saying, why don't you turn this into instead of paying me 60 bucks back in the day, the GTA, 4, instead of paying 60 bucks, why don't you just have me pay $1 a week, or $1 a day, or $1 a session, or whatever, because I'll play it forever. And he said, yeah, but what if you play it one day and decide it's not for you? I'll get 60 bucks the first day, and if you hate it, I got your 60 bucks. And if you love it, great. And I was like, I think you'd make more money if you charge people $1 every time they booted it up, and said, you don't have, because again, most people will play that game for 100 days. They'll play it again and again and again. So I don't know the answer. I think it's too risky for publishers to do it that way. And it's the buffet versus a la carte. Like, the buffet is one price and you can eat a little or eat a lot and nobody cares. That's the game model. The game purchase model now is that. It's a buffet. A la carte, I think they're too afraid that people will come in and just have a salad and not have a drink and drink tap water, and they won't make any money. The right answer, though, is that's what Game Pass is. Come back and pay another 20 bucks this month. And that's what free-to-play is. Only pay as you go and keep paying. And people spend a lot more money. So I think the a la carte model works in free-to-play, and everybody gets it, but they haven't yet extended that to console. And I think this is really kind of explains Sony's attitude toward live services. We have to do that because it's recurring payment. It's like renting it over and over again, except they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to offer you a product that makes you want to come back and give them more money. It's a skill to make that product, and they don't possess that skill. So that's why they haven't been able to do it. So the answer is yes, it's the best model to rent, but it's not what they're doing. And I guess the good news for gamers is there are big games that you will play for literally hundreds of hours because there's so much to do. And man, you get a bargain because you paid 60, 70, or 80 bucks for it. What a deal. You know, like Mario Kart, is there a beginning and an end? No. You know, there's a million different tracks and different things to do, but no. But you're going to play it again and again. Smash Brothers, again and again and again and again. Any fighting game, shoot, Mortal Kombat. I mean, it's unlimited number of combinations of people you can fight, and it's fun. It's sort of, I mean, how many are there? 20 to the 20. It's like there's 400 combinations, if not more. And then you try different things when you lose. Like the replayability of games like that is incredible, and they're really worth it. Let's remind all of those Patreon patrons and YouTube subscribers that you're doing right, keeping Shane in chips, allowing us to survive. All of our patrons and YouTube subscribers and everybody else, please remember to link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. It is free. It costs you nothing. Amazon pays us. There are instructions on how to do that in the show description below. So please, if you haven't done it in a month, you have to re-up it every month. Again, free. Amazon pays. You've already paid for it. Take advantage of that subscription. You might as well, because it's a freebie. Appreciate all of you joining us on Pachter Factor. We'll see you next week.